What is up, everyone? NightFury here from Tales of the Tome, going right back into more Pokemon Academy life forever. It's still Saturday, and it is party time as it is Dawn's birthday. We're trying to do that, but also we're trying to help cheer up Bianca because of the recent news of her father being murdered. And, well, that's kind of what happens when you dox people. The people who shouldn't find them do. But with all that being said, I want to just get into it. I have been noticing that the last few videos have, it's just taken longer to get through this week for some reason. And instead of making lots of episodes, I figure maybe I should do them bigger episodes. So I'm going to make this one a little longer than has been my usual. So let's get back into it. After explaining the plan to the partygoers and obtaining Dawn's consent, everyone agrees to follow Ethan's plan of splitting off and rejoining. Yellow, Ethan, Hilbert, Sharon, and Bianca will go to the fair. Leaf, May, Dawn, Hilda, and Serena will go to the theater. Which group would you like to go with? Ooh, okay, this is definitely one of those you're going to get a different story depending on which one you choose. So for now, I'm just going to save really quick. Now, as much as I would love to go to the theater and hang out with the girls and get some more points with Dawn, there's also the fact that at the fair I would get to hang out and see the shenanigans between Hilbert and Sharon, which has been very interesting for me because, as some of you may know from my artwork on the Discord server, I've made Batman and Joker versions of Hilbert and Sharon. So for them to actually interact with each other and not just talk at each other for us is fun and interesting for me. So I think for the sake of the video, as much as I like the girls, I think I'm going to go to the fair to see what happens. You decide to go with Bianca's group to the country fair. However, a problem soon makes itself apparent. So, yeah, when Lofa said the country fair was outside of the city, she didn't mention that it's like 15 miles out.
How many Cyclizar did you catch for Professor Cherry Hiccup? Perhaps we could use them again. There's no need for that. I have a car.
What? You've got a car?
Yes.
Huh, didn't think you were the type. Charity, you're a rule breaker after all, huh?
I'm clearly misinterpreting something.
Oh, I get it. The driving age in Unova is 16.
Oh, is it not 16 in Johto as well?
No, it's 18 in both Kanto and Johto. Didn't have any time after high school to get my license. Came straight to Kobukan. Kinda a shame, too. I really wanted a car. One of those sporty yellow ones with open tops and the gold rims.
You might as well just shoot a flare into a police station for as quickly as you'd get pulled over driving that. A plain black car with a functioning airbag system and a spacious glove box is all you need. One with special buttons for gadgets like grappling hooks and oil slicks and, an airbag and a spacious glove box is all you need.
I'd like a pink car. Something round with a floral pattern, maybe. Yell? Oh, I think I'd just like a bike, really. This polite conversation is covering the very obvious elephant in the room. Are you the only one with a car, Sharon?
I'm not sure. Bianca does not have one. I know that. Hilbert? As much as I wish I had a car, if I need to go somewhere, I ride in Hilda's bike's sidecar.
Ha!
Shut up!
Well, I already said my piece. And I don't have a car or a license. What? But you're 19, right? That would have given you a full year to get your license. I never really had a reason to need either. Before Kobukon, the furthest I ever went from home was into Viridian Forest, and you can't take a car in there. Not without irritating a lot of wild Beedrill, anyway. So, it sounds like Sharon is my only option. Sharon watches you curiously. I obviously don't have a car or a license for that matter, so I guess you're it. I'm not going to drive us into a ditch. I'm sure your driving record is impeccable. You've no idea. Explain then. I have no idea how to continue this repartee. I was stating quite dryly that my driving record has no blemishes. I've never had so much as a parking ticket. Wow, the head of the disciplinary committee follows rules. Big shocker. More at 11. Keep that up and I won't give you shotgun. What? You can't do that. I called it. Actually, I call shotgun. I suppose my hands are tied then. Let's go. My car is parked behind Phobos Hall. Phobos? It's the staff's dorm, named after an alumnus and a wealthy donator, supposedly. You're allowed to park in staff parking? Besides Instructor Surge's Jeep, I'm not sure if any other staff members even have vehicles. Pokemon are the typical method of locomotion for our school's faculty, sensibly. Here we go. Let's load up then. There, everyone comfortable? Seatbelts on. I drive like a maniac. Excuse me. Don't know why that happened. This has to be the most, spacious car if these people can, just kind of stand up in it. But, that's just a joke because you can't really make them sit. There's only room for 5 people in this car. Guess someone's gonna have to sit on my lap then. Wink, a wink. Nonsense. The trunk folds up into another seat of 3 seats. I wouldn't load this car past capacity. Damn it. Run, Shadowfax. Show us the meaning of haste. Sharon pats the steering wheel affectionately. And yes, I did get that Lord of the Rings reference. Thank you, Sharon. You named your car Shadowfax? I did. So, why is it white? Oh my gosh, Hildenbrand! You can't just ask someone why their car is white! It's a valid question. If I had a black car, I would name it something dark and edgy. If I had a white one, I would name it, I don't know, something not dark and edgy. It's more of a silvery gray, I think. Really? I thought so too. No, it's white. Classic Hilbert, refusing to see the gray. So, what are we all going to do at the fair? I appreciate the change of topic, but please remember your seatbelt, Bianca. It's alright. I'm bouncy. Granted, but that doesn't make you exempt from the law. I think maybe if they have one of those fishing games, I might try that. I'm pretty good at fishing. Well, real fishing anyway. Those games are all rigged and chance-based to boot.
Skill means nothing.
I'm gonna stuff my face with cotton candy. Did you know cotton candy is actually pretty low in calories compared to how much of it you eat? What? It's pure sugar, right?
A couple teaspoons of sugar could make an entire tub of cotton candy. You're paying for sweetened air.
Well, I'm planning on riding one of those roller coasters, which Wait, what? Which, oh gosh, you're about to say something, aren't you?
You spend $700 for 2 minutes of excitement and 20 minutes of waiting. It's a waste of time and money.
Thank you, Batman. That's quite enough. You're ruining the fun for everybody.
We're not on campus. I don't have any power.
And you think I do on campus? I thought you were meant to be observant. Somehow the world's greatest detective.
Gah, shut up.
So are you actually going to do anything when we get there, or just complain about what we're all doing?
I'm going to look at the carnival games.
You said those were rigged.
They are, but I know how they're rigged.
Fair enough. What about you, Cherry? What will you do? I suppose I'll just... He glances for a moment at Bianca in the rearview mirror. You don't think anyone else saw. The cotton candy sounds nice. And what about you, Hiccup? Carnival games. Yeah. What? Nothing from you, Hillbirth?
I've already made my thoughts known.
Boy, has he. You sure? If you got kill streak rewards for every mood you've butchered, you'd have an airstrike by now.
You're laughing at me again. Nobody laughs at the Batman. Not even the Joker. Because the Batman isn't funny.
I have no intention of stopping.
I'm going to sleep. Wake me when we get there.
We're here. Already? Sure, it was only 15 minutes from campus after all. 15 miles at an average of 40 miles an hour is, Give me a minute. It's Hey, I got this. Okay, I'm thinking, like, it's fractions, right? So if you put the 15 over the 40, then that's, wait, no, other way. 40 over 15, then if you simplify that down, you get 8 over 3, so 8 divided by 3 is, I'll spare you the rest of that. Okay, so, like, my phone calculator says it'll take, 160 hours to get there, but I think I might have done the math wrong somehow. Oh, he's so close! I think he'll get it next time, don't you, Sharon? Don't you think? He might get it! Hey, thanks. Let's see, so 160 hours is 2,400 minutes, so I think I'd prefer to go another 500 bottles of beer on the wall than hear one more minute of this. It's not like Hilbert to stay silent about something when someone's wrong, especially about math. What's up with him? Probably just so exasperated at how bad someone could be at math. Hey, Hilby!
Absolutely not!
Alright, you just seemed a bit out of it.
It was just nothing. It's nothing. And don't call me Hilby. That's so gay. What do you think I am? Just gay, man? I'm not. I'm Batman. And Batman's not gay.
Anyway, I'm not sure I believe that. He was clearly staring at... What was he staring at? I think he was looking at the Ferris wheel? Hiccup, do you have enough for tickets? Oh, I think I probably do. No need. Wolf gave me a bunch of cash before we split. Said to buy the tickets with that. That sounds like Leaf. You make it sound like a bad thing. I don't want to be dependent on my friends. You're not. Everyone needs help sometimes. Yeah, you're cool, man. Don't worry about it. Now let's get in there. Ah, she took off her hat. Wow, this looks so pretty. Look, there's Argent Mountain in the distance.
This is bigger than country fairs I've been to before. Smaller than Nimbus's theme parks, though.
They probably have to keep their rides and attractions relatively smaller so they can be brought in on trucks. Yep, but because we're so close to the city, they can probably make them bigger than the kind of country fairs you'd see in the countryside. Similar in size and scope to the Andela Boardwalk. Guys, are we seriously going to come to a country fair with games and stuff and just stand around being impressed by its logistics? Sorry, I just think it's really inspiring what people can create when they work together. I concur. The indomitable urge for collaboration is.
The only urge that created this place was the urge to profit. Shut up. Why are you trying to make it sound like this was anything but capitalism?
Oh, great. You're back to normal.
Let's go to the games. I'll show you what I mean.
No complaints here. Wait up! Whoa, this place is pretty flashy.
And as long as you're distracted by the flash, you aren't thinking about how the odds are stacked against you.
You've talked a lot about the odds being stacked against us, Batman. But where's the proof,
Look.
Hilbert simply points at the bottom of the claw machine nearby, where there's a stylized R visible.
This machine was manufactured by Rocket Industries. The user manual is available online. It says that the claw is only strong enough in one of every 18 plays to actually win anything.
What? That can't be right. Ethan immediately pulls out his phone. Hilbert doesn't wait for Ethan to confirm or deny his assertion and keeps talking.
That machine there, the one that tries to get you to make a tower of light blocks. You see it? Each layer increases in speed, and the last 5 tiles, the ones that you need to win a Pokédex, are moving at a speed that requires a reaction time of 150 milliseconds to hit.
Most people have a reaction time of 200 to 300 milliseconds.
You need to hit the button exactly a fifth of a second before there's any visual indication you need to hit it, and you need to do that 5 times in a row.
Wait, hold on! I'm still trying to verify the first thing you said! Hilbert ignores Ethan and points at another game.
You see that horizontal ladder? The rungs are a distraction. If you step on the rungs, the entire thing will flip. You need the upper body strength to pull yourself up on the ropes alone, and the coordination to move opposite limbs at the exact same time.
Dude!
Ring toss requires you to memorize horizontal momentum, but the setup of the game makes you think that's the end-all be-all of velocity. Coin toss, the plates are covered in silicone spray. The coins will just bounce off, assuming that the carnies don't have an electromagnet underneath the plate. Balloon dart toss. The balloons are underinflated, the darts are dull. The best prizes are on the sides of the board.
Aha! What? I looked it up. Yeah, Hitcher was right about the claw machines. Turns out the machine just changes the PSI every round. Alright, what was the next thing? The light tower. Oh, what? No way, man. Those things aren't rigged. I can win them every time without fail.
I don't believe that for a second, but I do want to see you try. So go ahead and try.
No sweat, man. How much is this? $300? I got that. Stand aside and let the King of Games do his magic. Cripes, leave's gotten to him. Everyone backs away, watching Ethan with anticipation. You take a quick glance at Bianca. She seems genuinely enthralled. I don't know how she can keep such a smiley face after her father's death. I mean, when my father died. Alright, that's round 5. Those are the easy ones. From now to round 10, I have to actually pay attention a little bit. Don't distract me too much. We were not talking. Dude, seriously, quiet. Ethan's hand taps on the button in a steady rhythm, and then, right before the light squares a line, he taps harder, freezing the square in place and continuing his game. Alright, that's round 10 complete. I could back out now and we could get a polka doll if anyone's interested in that. Keep going, you've done really well so far. Alright, I gotta lock it in now. Ugh. Ethan's posture shifts and he leans forward, eyeball almost pressed against the glass case. Suddenly, you feel a strange chill run up your spine. Absolute focus. Ethan begins to chant some strange gamer mantra. I am the mountain of my dew. Plastic is my body, and silicone is my blood. I have created over 1,000 ways to win a game, unknown to life, nor known to death. I've withstood many losses, awaiting the arrival of that one win. This is my only purpose. I have no regrets. My entire life is unlimited video games! Ethan presses the button rhythmically for the first time. He doesn't end up aligning the Tower of Light blocks exactly, and the new layers start to lose blocks one by one, and he doesn't so much as wince at this. Is this what Ethan's passionate about? He always seemed so passive before, but it looks like he's taking it really seriously. He's on the last round with 3 lives left. He can't possibly lose.
It shouldn't be mathematically possible. What does the scouter say about his power levels?
Ethan's mouth curls into a cocky smile. He presses the button. And the final layer pauses right above the light tower. A perfect fit. Yeah, man! And then, though he definitely stopped for at least half a second before, it keeps going, one painful square after another, until the tower is completely misaligned. What? Come on, Oh well, guess I messed up at the end there. Nuh-uh!
You did not. That was foul play.
That machine cheated. You had that in the bag. Jeez, guys, think you're going a bit hard? I just choked, that was all. A skill issue for real. But no big.
Every single one of us saw you win that game. They must be cheating even harder than I knew.
This is an absolute miscarriage of justice. We'll need to talk to someone about this. I bet they didn't know that the machine was broken.
Naive.
Hilbert's right. Someone absolutely set this up on purpose so you couldn't win. We need revenge.
Scary. I mean, fine, we can wave someone over, I guess, but... I'm sorry, is there some sort of problem here? Yes, my companion here quite clearly won. You. Sharon, it's been a while. You dare speak as though we are friends. Clearly you were the underling, but you stepped out of bounds. You're so dramatic. You assaulted an innocent woman. You very nearly ruined the peace and education of an entire year's worth of Kobukan students. I would post, this is an adequate amount of drama. Please, don't pretend my brother and I were in any way at fault. We only did what you told us to. Just following orders is not an excuse, and I gave no orders. I asked for your help in learning if Hiccup even had a power. I didn't think it was necessary to state that you not burn down the school to do so. Clearly, we didn't burn down the school. He's still right here, and I've heard that witches too. Seems you couldn't even do that right.
Firstly, call Sabrina that again, and you will sorely regret it.
Secondly, make no mistake, I want him gone, but keeping you and your brother from Kobukon's grounds is a much higher priority. As though my brother and I would ever be caught dead on that ungrateful campus again. The quality of education has declined so fast we were learning more from self-study than the incompetents there could ever manage.
Is that so? Yes, you're clearly doing quite well for yourself, working a job at a county fair. I suppose your parents cut you off of the family credit card.
That's none of your business, and for what it's worth, my brother is at the theater right now.
Okay, yeah, I kind of thought so. Given, she's here.
Cleaning popcorn off the floor, I assume. The only job they could get him to do, as he's clearly the kind of person who would get on his hands and knees and clean up after you. You smug little worm. You can talk all you want, but we both know you're a complete failure. And for the record, this fair is a prestigious establishment. It's cultural outreach by the Games and Entertainment Bureau of Passio. I don't mean to diminish the noble and necessary work that goes into being a carny, but being a security guard to an allotment of rigged carnival games doesn't give me the impression you tried so hard to project before. Certainly my failures are tremendous, and half the school goes to sleep every night cursing my name. But they do remember it. No one will ever forget the Joker. What? I've been blamed for everything that happened. There's not a student in this school who does not hold ill feelings toward me, and yet you, my former partner, have been entirely forgotten. I envy that, but I suspect that to be forgotten, a meaningless speed bump in the school year's journey would aggravate you far more than any measure of success you might have had. Well, sucks to suck, I guess. I don't care at all. You're the fool then. You're taking all the blame. At least you never lied, Hiccup. Don't compliment me, Sharon. Most mote of praise duly withdrawn. In any case, we can exchange toothless jabs back and forth as long as we want, but we do have a directive. Ethan absolutely won the last game, the stacking light tower one. The pillar of light stopped entirely flush with the top row before continuing to move a second later. Ethan? Which one of you is Ethan? Ethan raises his hand. Is what Sharon's saying true? I mean, it kinda looked like I won the game, but maybe I was a bit slow. Ethan? Ha, so even this nonsense amounts to nothing. For shame, you really are an incompetent, Sharon. Ethan undersells himself. Everyone here will vouch for his abilities. Well, I'm sorry, but there's no proof of what you're saying. And I know how much you love your proof, Sharon. Actually, there is proof. I was recording the entire thing. Sharon points at the tie clip he always wears. Surely you didn't think this ostentatious green ornament was purely for decoration. No, there's a camera concealed in there. And sometimes I like to pull out a fake plastic flower, spray people with it. So I'm afraid that we have all the proof we need that this game is rigged, as are many of the others here, I'm sure. Perhaps you should reconsider the position you're in. The Ace Arcade attendant's eyes flit between Sharon's tie clip and the security cameras. Her hand slides towards her Pokeball. What? Don't be a fool. The foolish one here is you, making threats you don't have the power to fulfill. I'll be taking that clip. I may not have the power, but I'll take her. I've been wanting to settle things with her anyway.
Thank you.
Bring it on, bitch! Okay, Gliscor. Pretty sure I can take this thing. Gliscor are... ground flying? It probably knows some flying moves for sure. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it's the dark type. Let's get Tarantulas out here. Oh, it's not a dark type. Interesting. Okay. That makes things difficult. Let's get Screech off. Because that will be what I need. Alright. Good job, Tarantulas. Come on back. Let's get Boudica out. Steady Flame. Alright. Crystallize. Your attacks aren't doing nearly as much anymore, are they? Sucks to suck. Alright, I think it wakes up now. There we go. Good job, Boudica. Throw, huh? Fighting type. Alright, I'll bet for the life of me, though, it knows some dark moves. So, let's get Steady Flame in there. Crystallize again. Really smart in using Seismic Toss, huh? Probably gonna need to crystallize once more. Alright. Nice. Pincer, huh? Well, I need to crystallize first. Nice. Zangoose, definitely a dark type. Alright. Let's use Bug Bite. Hopefully we can get that off in time. Did it just try to use Fury Cutter? That's adorable. Oh, you didn't stand a chance. Good job, Boudica. Nice. Hilbert, Bianca, and Ethan were impressed. And Sharon just seems confused. Why? Well done. Sharon already said don't compliment me. Noted. Compliment withdrawn. In any case, you, my old partner, once again demonstrate the lack of thought or preparation you put into your so-called plans. Truly, it is baffling intellect that looks at a party consisting of 3 battle team members and thinks it could take them. You brute! Your strength proves nothing except that you're willing to throw your weight around to get what you want. And you don't even have the decency to throw around your weight, relying on assists. You'll never succeed like that. No, I suppose not. But I can be very annoying before my final failure. The problem. Our final problem. Isn't that right, Batman?
What are you talking about?
Ethan, I'm afraid I must apologize for something. I don't actually have any proof that the machine is rigged. My tie clip is just a simple piece of plastic and metal. I bought it at the student store my first day at Kobucon because the gem reminded me of Bianca's eyes. Huh? Oh, no, man, it's, what? Ethan catches your eye. It's whatever. So there's no proof? Nothing you can pin on the arcade? Fool, wasting my time with your pathetic lies. Get out of here. I'm all too happy to.
Mind if I say something?
Aren't you the little blonde twerp who helped Sharon with his pathetic campaign, and now you're with Hiccup? Seems you can't stay away from losing causes.
It's just, well, you've been saying a lot of mean stuff to my friends.
What? I've been saying mean stuff? What are you... Am I speaking to a toddler?
So, I really think you should apologize. To Hiccup, to Ethan, and to Sharon, too.
What? You're kidding me.
No, I'm actually pretty serious.
I don't owe anyone an apology. If anything, Sharon should apologize to me for what he put my brother and I through. We worked tirelessly on his plan, and the moment we stepped outside of his box, he turns on us.
Everyone deserves respect.
Respect? Respect is earned, not given freely to those who don't deserve it.
Why do you get to decide who deserves respect?
Because I am superior to you, to that incompetent, to that nepotee, to everyone who continues to flail in that sinking ship out of an academy. The waves are coming, Bianca, and I know enough to know that none of you can swim.
From a psychological perspective, I think maybe you...
Enough. I'm done listening to this nonsense. You can drown in your self-righteousness for all I care.
Kindness costs nothing.
To be kind to you would cost my dignity. I give you nothing. I shall have nothing to do with you, that incompetent schemer, that country hick, or that freak of a witch. I told you not to call her that. You have even less power over me than you did before. Simply stay out of my way.
I don't think I will.
What on earth are you trying to imply by that?
Let's just say, if you keep disrespecting people, you might find yourself in a situation you can't handle.
Are you threatening me?
I've already killed one person this week.
That's ridiculous. You lie. Sharon puts a hand on Bianca's shoulder. She jolts a bit, surprised. Thank you, truly, but this forgettable creature is not worth your time. Come on, you wanted cotton candy, right? You threaten me? This is... My mother will hear of this, you peasants. Hopefully, that's the last we see of her or her odious brother, but I'm not hopeful. Those two are like the world's most annoying boomerang. Let's just try to put them out of mind. There's plenty of other fun stuff to do here.
You go ahead. I want a moment.
You're not going to start something, are you?
You're asking that? I seriously thought you were about to bitch slap her. Anyway, no. Actually, I just wanted to talk to you.
Oh, sure.
Everyone else can go.
Oh, okay, sure.
So, what is it?
It's not your fault. Don't ever say you killed him. Don't ever say that. Because the moment you say it, even if you're just threatening someone, you start believing it. It becomes truth. And it doesn't matter if it's not true, you keep believing it. You can't stop. And truth starts to mean nothing to you but pain. You don't deserve that. Don't do that to yourself. And if someone reaches out, grab their hand. Grab and hold on tight. Hold on like you're holding on to your own life.
Hilby.
That's all. I'm going now.
If that isn't Batman, I don't know what is. Though it takes some time, the mood eventually returns to normal, and the group makes small talk as they chow down on their cotton candy.
Oh my, cavities never tasted so good.
Less sugar than a soda.
That's not saying much. If soda wasn't so delicious, it would be considered abuse to give it to your child.
That's a bit of an exaggeration. But you really shouldn't have too much of it.
Noted. Not that I do anyway. Though sometimes I gather up my neighbor's cans for the 0.1 cent refund.
Yeesh. Sounds rough.
Yeah, I'm running around pallet anyway. Eventually people just put their cans in boxes on their porches and I became like a voluntary garbage man. Shockjaw joined me. He usually just rode on my head though. The little guy's really slimmed down, huh?
Huh. I want to go on the Ferris wheel!
Of course, go right ahead.
Looks like the cabins only hold 4 people. We should split up. Univans in one cabin, Dorm 25 in another?
Might as well.
Alternate proposal. Hiccup and I take one cabin. Everyone else pisses off. I mean, takes another one.
Oh, looking for a bit of privacy? Wink, wink.
Yes.
Oh, fair enough. Huh. Wow.
Do you have any objections, Hiccup?
Aw, you're not even asking my opinion? I didn't realize we were so close.
If you fall over the cabin when we're alone, I can claim it was an accident.
Gotcha. You board the Ferris wheel with Hilbert. Hilbert is staring directly at you. Given the tight quarters, you don't have much choice but to stare back at him too. So, what did you want to ask me into the cabin for? Scared of heights?
I've been on a Ferris wheel before. Once. Aria took me to an amusement park in Nimbasa.
Aria? I remember her. She's your guardian, right? Hilbert nods in acknowledgement.
It was a couple of months after my parents were murdered.
Oh.
She thought it would cheer me up. My heart was frozen solid. When they were killed, I couldn't feel. I couldn't think. I could barely breathe. She took me to an amusement park to cheer me up.
I'm sure she was just doing the best she could.
I'm not criticizing her, don't get me wrong. It was late in the evening. I saw the orange sun streaming over the top of the Nimbasa Musical Theater. And that sun melted my heart. It was the first time I felt the pain of my loss. I wept. A breakthrough, though not a pleasant memory.
That's when you decided you needed to kill?
That was when death gripped me, and when I knew that another's death was all that was left to live for.
Hilbert looks out the window and heaves a great sigh.
I appreciate you being here, Superman.
Hilbert looks out the window and doesn't say a word for the rest of the ride. You and your companions rejoin the other group and make your way back to the campus ground. Alright, let's see the damage. And what exactly are you implying by that? I'm just having difficulty imagining you toning it down a notch. Well, prepare to be pleasantly surprised. You are. You walk into a modestly decorated classroom where simple school desks have been covered with tablecloths and a moderate amount of streamers and balloons over the ceiling. Hey, good job, Leaf. I seriously thought there was going to be like a fog machine, a disco ball, and a DJ set up here. But this is really nice. It's not overwhelming, it's comforting. And not a single Pokemon-themed decoration in sight. And that can't have been easy. She was really thinking about Dawn here. Hardest part was just transferring all that stuff from the battle hall in here in time. Dean Drayton helped, though, so I guess he's been spared my wrath for now. Thank goodness.
Leaf, thank you so much. This is fantastic. The decorations and the room and the theater. This is the best birthday I've ever had.
Then we need to raise your standards a bit. But I'm glad.
What else do you do on birthdays? We give you presents, of course. Here, Dawn. Your hands are always bright pink after you leave Instructor Melanie's classroom, so I needed you some mittens.
Oh, right. Carving ice sculpture must be a cold process. I should have thought of that.
Oh, thank you. You knitted these? Yep, Jotonian wool. If you rub them together fast enough, they spark. That's so thoughtful. My turn. I wanted to get my new coordinator clubmate a gift that could help in contests. I'm sorry it's nothing homemade, but I didn't have enough time.
May hands Dawn a sky blue box.
It's a makeup set. Pokemon safe too, so you can use it on both you and your Pokemon. Oh, I heard that they were making these in Hoenn. I didn't know that.
Dawn turns the box upside down, revealing a man's very identifiable figure on the bottom. The man is nude, sitting on the floor, covered only by a wisp of aqua silk stretched strategically over his well-toned body. His expression can only be described as one that screams, "Come hither, young Dawn."
Yeah, it's part of Instructor Wallace's personal brand. If you ignore the packaging, they're really great. I swear.
Don't know about you, but I'm not ignoring that box. In fact, if you don't want the packaging, I'll take it off your hands.
Hilda, you're embarrassing us.
Us who? I'm not embarrassed.
Whatever. Here's my gift. It's a choice specs.
What? Really?
In your battle with Hiccup, I saw you seem to like using the same move repeatedly. Dragon Pulse.
Oh, that might have been more due to the general lack of strategy in her battling than any particular preference, but it's still a nice thought.
If you try that again, your moves will be more powerful with this. And if you don't like it, one of my classmates, Gardenia, will buy it off of you. Orange hair, wears green, can't miss her.
Sorry about him.
No, it's fine. I loved this gift. Thank you, Hilbert!
Anyway, my gift isn't as fancy as his, but I hope you still like it. Hilda casually tosses Dawn a white box of with a smiling Vanillite on the cover. Dawn stumbles a bit to catch it. Hilbert said that you liked ice cream, so I got you this. It's one of those make-your-own Cassilia cone kits. Sorry, it's not handmade on my end either. We shouldn't have let Yellow go first.
Oh, that's fantastic. I always wanted one of these when I was a kid. My mother said I couldn't have one, though, because then I'd eat nothing but ice cream and I'd get fat. And... Okay, Ethan time!
With Ethan's quick thinking, you managed to steer the conversation away from the subject of Dawn's tragic childhood. Though Leaf, Ethan, and Yellow do have to do it on one more time each before all the presents are handed out. During this time, you quickly slip away to the cooking club room to grab your cake you have stored there. Alola, are you here too? Sorry, just grabbing the cake and making my way back to the party. No time to chat. See ya! Okay. Howl. This is so fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. The party's not over yet, though. Hiccup, why don't you show Dawn what you've got? As you round the corner with the cake, candles lit, Leaf takes a deep breath, and everyone attending the birthday party immediately knows what that means. Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Dawn! Happy birthday to you! Dawn blows out the candles and closes her eyes tightly, making a wish. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know what to say, but... Wait. The candles on that cake... Yeah, sorry, I'm more of a fan of cakes that have individual candles, but the cooking club only had the numbered kind. Oh, that's not the issue. It's just that they say 19. Well, yeah. I just turned 18. Oh, okay. I mean, I can run back to get some new candles, but I'd personally just want to eat it, right? I guess. What's the issue? She seems more bothered by that than I expected. It's just, I still look young, right? I'm not aging yet, am I? I mean, to you? Dawn, I thought you had to be 19 because you fought the strongest woman in the world. Nothing more than that. Wait, when did you fight Cynthia then? I was 16. Holy shit, Dawn, slow down. Who said you had to speedrun life? My mom. Dawn, we're seriously trying here. You gotta stop shooting holes in the mood like that. All right, who wants cake? Let's get the ceremonial birthday knife and start slicing. Ha ha ha. Ha. I seriously thought she was going to say something like she was 152 because of the events of Pokemon Legends Arceus. Anyway, slowly the party winds down and the day ends. Everyone goes to bed contented this day, looking forward to what the future might hold. So contented you are, you go to bed early and don't even notice when Blue eventually comes back, long after curfew. Ethan, earlier this week when you were flirting with me. I think I kind of remember that, sure. Well, you said it was a joke, and I was just curious, if you... What are you two still doing up? It's the weekend, my guy. No reason to go to bed yet. More important question, where have you been all day? You totally missed Daybreak's party. Not like I would have been invited anyway. Dawn hates me. I don't think Dawn has it in her to hate anyone, regardless of your history. Besides, Daybreak didn't actually invite anyone. It was all Loaf. That just seals it then. Whatever, man. You're gonna answer the actual question? I've been trying to make friends. That's fantastic. Yellow throws her arms around Blue. What? What are you doing? Oh, I'm just really proud of you, Blue. But going to that birthday party would have been a great way to do that, don't you think? Maybe, yeah. Dude, did you seriously not think of that yourself? I'm new to this. Lay off. And you're one to lecture me about friends. You've got this superpower that makes it easier for you, and you're still mooching off of hiccups. Hurtful and correct. Well played. Though, you gotta take it easy on me, too. I mean, you knew the guy for over a decade, right? Where could I even find friends that aren't already his? I mean, I've got a bunch of weirdos on the internet who know my name, but I wouldn't call them friends. Yeah, it's tricky to find someone Hiccup hasn't already met.
That's why you try to hide Yellow That's why you tried to hide Yellow from him? You were worried he'd take her too? No, that's not what happened. I'm not judging you. Maybe I should, but it's not my job. And I don't work for free. I'm just saying there's another way. You don't have to see him as an enemy. Like, I get that you're frustrated. He's better than you, but he is not. But I am too. And I'm not blowing up on the guy about it. Wait, what? You're frustrated too? Of course I am. My dorm mate and best friend at this school is basically me, just better in every way. Well, I guess I've got a better fashion sense. Anyway, that'd frustrate anyone. I'm not a saint. But it's not like the guy brags about it or anything. All he ever does is try to help people. It's annoying. Yellow does the same thing. You seriously think she's annoying? Of course not. Well, there you go then. Yeah. Shut up. Compared to Hiccup and I, you're practically a stranger. I don't know why I'm even listening to you. Sometimes being so close to the problem, you can't actually tell what it is. It helps to keep the issue at arm's reach. If you can avoid getting invested, it doesn't matter what happens. Though, it's obviously too late for that. Well, at least for you. Sorry. You're different than I thought you were. You're exactly who I thought you were. Ew. The small handful of Foreveralls drops onto the suite's floor. Blue's Evie chirps disgruntledly, blinking sleep out of its eyes. Oh, you can do that too, huh? Guess that explains all this. My bad. Thought we were getting somewhere. Wait, hold on. That wasn't... Whatever, man. After Nathaniel, I should have known no one would talk to me unless they wanted something. Guess I'm just waiting to find out what Hiccup wants at this point. Blue, that was cruel. Wait, come on, Yellow, please. I had no idea that Evie was going to throw up those rocks. I don't even really get how it works. I just know that I need to talk to people and I can't keep doing this. I'm tired. I'm so tired, Blue. I've been trying so hard, Blue. I've been trying so hard to get you to show that you're a better person, and it's exhausting. Every inch of progress is something I have to fight for ages. And I hate fighting. But I didn't mean... I need you to try harder. I know there's good in you. I've seen it. But saving me one time doesn't mean I'm going to try and save you for the rest of your life. Doctors get sick too. Wait, I promise. This wasn't about just getting stronger. I mean, yeah, that's what I've been trying to do all week, but that's why I've been staying away from everyone in the storm. I screwed up with Hiccup, but... Blue? I can't care. Okay, well, who's ready for a great Sunday morning? Welcome back. How was your run? Alright, rained a bit last night, I think, so the grass was really mushy. Got my shoes all dirty, so I figured I'd scrub them off before heading back out to polite company. You know, if you want a new pair, you can just ask. I know, but you know that what I'd say to that. Yeah, you don't want to be dependent. Save them for my birthday. Alright. On the topic of things you're going to do for me, that's a hell of a segue. My heart just went from 0 to 100. I'm pretty sure neither of those numbers are healthy. Anyway, do you mind if I finish? Go ahead. Were we meant to go somewhere? Do something? I mean, after flying across an ocean to get me, I kind of figured you'd be pushing this date harder.
So, when you were a kid, did you rip into your Snowfall Day presents as soon as you woke up, or did you just sort of dance around them for hours trying to predict what was inside? Well, we didn't have a lot of presents on Snowfall Day, so I wanted to make them last. I'm not sure I'd say I danced around them, but yeah, I made them last. Opened one every few hours. Well, there you go. I'm flattered, I think. Anyway, I should be able to get things sorted sometime next week. How's Wednesday sound? I'll have to clear my schedule. I've got high tea with the Queen of Galar booked then, but I can probably shuffle some things around. Oh, very gracious of you. I'd say it'll be well worth the wait, but if Dawn's birthday was any indication... Dawn's birthday was great. She loved it. That was a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of what I can do, Skippy. I was operating at level 5. I'm a level 80, at least. Yeah, Dawn does like her level differences. Dork, I'm going out. See you later. See ya. Alright. Hey guys. It's me. Future me. Past me? At the time that I'm doing this, I'm currently rendering episode 41 of Pokemon Academy Life. While doing that, though, I have been informed by someone on the server that there is a certain Everall available to people who bond with a particular person, and this Everall just so happens to make it so that the Pokemon it is tied to can level up based on your Ghost-type proficiency. So, with all that in mind, you'll see once I get this Everall. I'm hoping I'm able to get it, or at least unlock it. Anyway, if I'm correct, though, this would mean that a certain Pokemon will be able to Divoralize into its Ghost-type regional variant. So, if that is correct and the time comes, I will be titling a future video, Freud, I'm sorry I ever doubted you. Now, I'm going to go and find this scene, so I will be right back as soon as possible. BRB. $500 to rent? Yeah, I guess. You ride the rented Cyclizar up the mountain. Cyclizar. Is that Ethan? You follow Ethan into an icy cave. However, as soon as you step in, you don't see him anywhere. Ethan? Bud, you around? Oh, hey! Yeah, I came up here to train. I was just checking out the echo in this cave. Check this out. I'm here! I'm here! I'm here! I'm here. Neat, huh? And all the ice makes it kind of pretty, too. Pretty as a Pecharunt. What? It's a Pokemon from Kitakami? Creates mochi zombies. That's what I've heard anyway. They're meant to be really rare. Sure. I have no idea what the fuck. What are we even talking about, dude? Gotcha. Well, I'm outsies. Looks like there aren't any Pokemon in this cave now, so we should probably head to the main path. Sure, I'll spend just a little bit more time in here. You go on ahead. Sounds good, man. Don't spend too long in here, though. You'll go crazy talking to the echoes. I'll keep that in mind. You spend a bit more time looking around the cave, but besides a large rock that seems somewhat out of place in the cave, nothing grabs your attention. Every few minutes, a single droplet of water lands on the rock, very, very slowly covering it in ice. Perhaps a long time in the future, this rock will be fully frozen. Or perhaps the frozen water will worm its way into the rock's cracks and just shatter it to pieces. We must pray that the rock can endure. Ethan's right. This place does make you go crazy. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, Ethan, what happened to you? Thank goodness you've got that hiccup to watch out for you at least. I'll figure this out, Ethan. Don't worry. Okay. What? Hang on. Did I not? Okay, now the scene is unlocked. Okay. Alright, I guess... Well, I have nothing to do up here since I've already caught all the Pokemon, so I'll just go find Ethan, I guess. Yeah, I'm sure. Shockjaw started coughing something out. Your bond with Nessa earned you Everalls. Yellow is overjoyed. Hooray! Alright, I guess I'm gonna go find Ethan. Let's do our scene, bud. You've been wandering the hallways aimlessly for a while when you're suddenly hit by a strong wave of exhaustion. Ugh, I've been doing too much. Burning the candle at both ends. Maybe I should just go to bed and call it early. What? Whoa, hey buddy, easy with the biting. What was that about, huh? Since when have you cared if we go to bed a bit early? Well, what is it? Geez, don't worry, bud, I'm fine. Just tired. Something about that casual dismissal sticks in your mind. Your thoughts wander to where you've heard that phrase before. Geez, don't worry, man, I'm fine. Just tired. Maybe I should find Ethan. But where is he? It's weird that I don't have his number after all this time. You look at your dorm door, where your feet have unconsciously taken you. No way. He couldn't actually be. Oh, hey man! You're back early! You are too. Nah, I usually get back to the dorm earlier. After classes, I pretty much just come back here. Anyway, what's the occasion, man? None of the others are here. Looking for one of them? Nah, I just thought we could chat. That's never good. Is this an intervention? I swear, my gacha habit is under control. These are choices, and I can quit anytime I want. I don't care if, the one waifu that I really want has a super high percentage of not being found. I'm gonna get her. I swear, just one more roll, man. Come on, just let me have this. What? No, dude, I just wanted to chat. Seriously, I remembered that talk we had in Argent Mountain, a couple hours ago. And I realized we don't hang out enough. Wait, what's a gacha habit? And should I be concerned? Wait, you don't know what a gacha is? No. That's crazy. The first gacha game was literally invented in the Kanto region, man. Dragonite Collection. I feel like I'm missing out. Oh no, honestly, this is pretty great. Once you know what it is, it's a total psycho-hazard. Better you never learn it, actually. It's like the game, which I just lost. You know, I thought we were basically identical, but it's starting to sound like our childhoods were a bit more different than I thought.
That's probably for the best. If it turned out we had the same kind of childhoods, I'd probably have to order some kind of genealogy test just to be sure.
I'll be honest, the thought has occurred to me before. Ethan looks down at his phone and quickly taps a couple places on the screen.
Alright, I set up my macros, so for the next 22 minutes, my phone will just be running my dailies.
I recognize some of those words. Yep.
Can't believe the developers actually expect people to do it manually. They have no respect for their players' time. Seriously. Anyway, let's chat. I kinda think I get the gist of your childhood, but why don't you recap it for me?
Sure, honestly, there's not much more to tell that I didn't tell you on that first day. I grew up in Pallet, had a bunch of friends until Blue made a mistake.
That's rough, buddy.
Tell me about it. Still dealing with the fallout from that one. It was just my mom and I. Still is, actually. She doesn't make a lot of money, works for a call center based out of Saffron, but her job's remote, so she doesn't have to leave home. Anyway, what about you? You said you grew up in New Barktown, right?
Yeah. Never had to deal with the money thing, though. Sorry about that.
Hey, it's just part of life. Maybe I learned some lessons growing up poor. Maybe without that, I would have ended up a total prick.
Maybe. I find that sometimes bad things just happen to good people for no reason, though. But then you have to define bad and good, and that's a level of philosophy I'm not prepared to get into in yesterday's pajamas.
Huh? But you're just wearing your regular clothes, though.
As your old roommate Hilby would say, your powers of observation of the obvious are unparalleled.
Dude, you shouldn't sleep in your clothes. Tell me you at least took your socks off.
I cannot tell a lie.
Dude!
Hiccup, it's not a big deal. Like, do I smell?
I mean, I haven't smelled you recently. You attempt to surreptitiously take a step closer to Ethan.
You better not be about to sniff me, dude.
You attempt to surreptitiously take a step away from Ethan.
Nah, you're right. Sorry, I know it's a bit gross. Just seems like a bit of a waste to switch outfits, you know?
It's alright, man. Maybe I came out a bit strong. My mother used to have a real thing about getting up every day, changing clothes, going outside, talking to neighbors, getting a bit of sunshine. Don't know if there was any science behind it, but those little rituals always made the days feel full. Even though Pallet was quiet, empty town, having something to do every day helped me make use of my time.
Glad that worked for you. I never really had anyone pushing me like that in my life. There was Professor Cherry, but I mean, she was my babysitter. It's not like a babysitter can be around all the time like a mom. And then she went away for a couple of years anyway.
I'm sorry.
Can't miss what you never had, right? Who knows, maybe it would have been worse for me.
If you don't mind me asking, what about your parents?
Dad's the only one there. Mom doesn't live with us. He makes a lot of money, but Dad sends her like 10% of every paycheck he makes. Her divorce lawyer was pretty good. Supposedly she's saving the money for me, but if she's not coughing it up to help pay for the literal most expensive school in the world, I'm pretty sure we're never going to see it.
So it sounds like you were comfortable. What's your dad do?
Mayor of Goldenrod.
Sorry?
Mayor of Goldenrod, dude. He's the mayor.
of Goldenrod. I mean, my great-great-great whatever grandpa founded the city, so it's kind of a family business. Oh my gosh, your last name is Gold. Hey, you got it. Confession time. I love seeing that look of realization on people's faces, but yeah, that's it. The city's named after an ancestor of mine, actually. Also lends itself to some pretty easy and shameless pickup lines. I'm sure you can guess them. Great, I think you just ruined Goldenrod for me. You're lost, my guy. But didn't you say you grew up in Newbark Town? If your father was marrying half a region away, how did that work out? That's why Professor... screw it. I'm just gonna call her Chris. Anyway, that's why Chris and I spent so much time together. Sometimes I'd go to Professor Elm's lab and play there too. Mostly I'd just keep myself entertained, though. I figured out how the internet worked pretty young. Looking back on it, that was a blunder, but at least I wasn't bored. And sometimes, well, there was someone else. So, yeah, didn't spend a whole lot of time with my dad. He's a cool guy, though. We chat online a bunch. You mentioned marrying was a family business. Do you think you'll go for it? Could you seriously see me as a politician? I guess I'm a bit more patriotic about Johto than the average Joe, but... Nah, don't have much attachment to Goldenrod, honestly. I've only been there a couple of times to visit my dad, and one time with Chris when we were checking in on her sister. Why didn't you just live in Goldenrod, though? Dunno, man. Oh. Hey, come on, don't give me that Kicktown Tower look. I had the entire house all to myself, and it's not like I was being ignored. Like I said, Dad and I would chat. Often. How often? Whoa, getting a bit interrogative. Whoa, getting a bit interrogative, aren't we, Inspector Foyle? I don't know, man, like, once often. Ethan. I said don't look at me like that, dude. Sorry. Nah, I'm just being grumpy. Sorry about that. I didn't get enough sleep last night. I'm fine, just tired. How long have you been tired? A bit of a weird question, like almost 10 years at this point. Okay, maybe my thing was a weird question, but that's a weird answer. 10 years exactly? Nah, almost 10 years. Okay, that's not what I was asking. How can you be so specific? What happened 10 years ago? Beats me, man. But you can say exactly when it happened. Yep. You want to talk about it? Only if you want to. Well, I am asking. Your funeral, my guy. Your funeral. When I was a kid, I was better. My memory was better. It was easier to get myself to do things. I was smarter, friendlier, even kinder. I remember who I was. I can see it in the past clear as glass. But now I'm... this. And I don't know what happened. Elm used to say, oh, he's so pleasant to have in class. He'll be a professor someday. They tried to move me up a grade a couple times. I had a ton of friends, man. Sure, that's hard to believe now, though. But even now there's stuff, like patterns. I'm crap at recognizing patterns, Figuring out stuff by myself. You know those dumb questions I asked to get a laugh? Half of those aren't even jokes, man. To figure something out, I gotta sit down and spend, 10 minutes on it. I used to be a whiz at math, and, I could read a whole book in an afternoon. 300 pagers, easy. Now I barely remember how to divide and haven't read anything without pictures in years. I can tell my own Pokemon are angry at how I command them in battle. It's like they expect more of me, and... I mean, I expect more of myself too, man, you know? I don't want to be a screw-up in everything I do, and I know that I have more in me, because I used to be better. But then I just lost it, and I don't know what I lost. But it's some kind of ache. Like I used to have a fifth limb, and it's just gone now. Sorry, didn't mean to trauma dump on you like that. You struggle to find the right words. Perhaps there are no words alone that are right enough. Hey, can you do me a solid and just forget this conversation ever happened? Oh, wow. Okay, I'm gonna save really quick, just in case. Never. Huh? Never. I'm not gonna forget this. I'll never forget any part of this. Great. I'm so sorry you feel like this, Ethan. If there's anything I can do to help, any way I can show you how cool you are now, then... Dude, we're talking. That's a huge help. I don't mean like talking. I don't mean something I can say to make you feel better. I'm asking about something I can do to help you feel better. Do? I don't think there's anything that can be done, dude. I mean, it's all in my head. I mean, let's be real. I'm actually hoping I've got some kind of problem so that maybe someday a genie could just snap its fingers and undo it, you know? I just gotta get over it. Hey, stop talking about my friend like that. Hey, I'm just talking about... Oh. I see. That's what I'm talking about. Took me a second to figure out what you were saying there. Back in the day, that'd be done, boom, bam, easy as pie. Anyway, if there is anything that can be done, I mean, yeah, I'd go for it, but there just isn't, my guy. I'm thinking. Godspeed. You notice this happened almost 10 years ago, right? Yeah. Do you remember anything else happening around that time? Nah, not really, man. I was pretty young. I've kind of got a shitty memory on a good day, even for the stuff that happened yesterday. I think a decade ago is a bit out of reach. Maybe. Let's look it up. Huh? I've kind of got a horrible memory for, like, dates and events, too, so if we look up stuff that happened about 10 years ago, 93 to 95, then maybe something will remind you. Wait, you're gonna just, like, look up world events for a 2-year period and see if any of them remind me of anything? That does sound a bit excessive when you say it like that. But they don't need to be world events. Just stuff that happened in the area of Newbarktown 10 years ago. You didn't go anywhere, did you? Huh? Not often. Like I said, Chris and I sometimes visit Goldenrod. Honestly, though, I could have been in a few places. I traveled a lot more back then. Always volunteering for stuff and signing up to go places. School had a ton of field trips where we'd go with Professor Elm. I even went to other regions. That sounds familiar. Have you told me that before? No, but when we first met, I mentioned there was that one field trip our class took to Pallet Town when we first bumped into each other. Hey, that's something. I nearly forgot about that. Was that 10 years ago? Dude, I have no idea. Like I said, my memory's crap. I can ask my dad where... Actually, he probably wouldn't know where I was. I'll tell you what. Next time we've all three of us got some free time, let's ask Chris, alright? Chris? Yeah, her mind's like a steel trap. She never forgets anything about anyone. She'd remember where I was, even if she if she ever even knew. She'd remember where I was. Yeah, her mind's like a steel trap. She never forgets anything about anyone. She'd remember where I was, if, she ever knew. Alright, we'll get to the bottom of this. Really nothing to get to the bottom of, dude. I'm just a loser. The sooner we both accept that, the sooner we can move on from it. I'm not moving on. You're funny, kind, and handsome, and if you can't see that, there's something very wrong here. I mean, I've been trying to figure it out myself for a decade. If you manage it before the school year's over, I'll be a little pissed, not gonna lie. But hey, maybe this is just another thing you're better at than me. At least I can hope. Your heart shifts as you feel your relationship with Ethan evolve from friend to hope. Shockjaw started coughing. Something's coming out. Your bond with Ethan earned you the Cyndaquil Everall, Quilava Everall, and Apom Foreverall. Yellow is overjoyed. And I am ecstatic at being able to have a Cyndaquil that could possibly, one day in the future, Diveralize into Hisuian Typhlosion. So, let us hope that that happens one day. Let's take a quick look at these. Cyndaquil Everall. I would like to read the description. Yeah. When equipped to the appropriate Pokemon, gain proficiency from Ghost type. Well, there. See? That's why I'm thinking maybe. When used on the appropriate Pokemon, teaches Defense Curl and Rollout. Given to Shockjaw, replaces its type with Fire. Well, for now, I would like to give it to Cyndaquil. Or my Azula, yes. Okay. Because... Oh, how is her level... She's already... Okay. You know what? This might be a good opportunity. Because it won't... I've got the experience already locked in. It won't take much for me to get her to evolve. Yeah. I think I know what I'm doing next, guys. Let's evolve Azula. Shall we? Yes, I would like to kick something's ass, please. Sunkern, perfect. Could not ask for a better thing to murder. Yep, there we go. Gain 10 experience, leveled to 13. Wants to learn Quick Attack. We'll get rid of Tackle because that's your most basic normal type move ever. Leveled up to 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Wants to learn Flame Wheel, but already knows 4 moves. Let's see. Maybe an opponent, 100%, 100%, and 60 power. We'll get rid of Ember then. 20, 21. Yes! 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 Excellent. Nice. But its Foreverall no longer is in tune with Azula's wishes. That's fine. We can change that. Let's get... Hang on. Let's do the Quilava Everall. Actually, let's take a quick look at what it does. Yes. Appropriate Pokemon gains type with proficiency, or Ghost type proficiency, earns Flame Burst and Flame Charge. Interesting. When given to Shockjaw, his electric type is replaced with Fire. Okay. let's take a quick look at the moves. Because Flame Charge, that's 90. No, hang on. What? No. It's not showing me what they do. Okay. It was Flame Charge and Flame Burst. Okay, and here are the ones that change types. Okay. Alright, anyway, let's get the Quilava Everall and give it to Quilava, or my Azula. Take a quick look at her. Level cap is 27. Excellent. Alrighty then. Well, that puts my team a bit closer to what I want it to be. Excellent. Yeah. Well, there's no point in being here now because she's reached her current experience cap. But this means, hopefully in the coming weeks, that Hisuian Typhlosion will be available. I'll bet Ethan gives another Everall at a certain level for being able to Diveralize. Anyway, back to campus. Yes, please. Text someone before bed. Pretty sure this is where I will give back control of the previous timeline for just a little bit. We'll go with it doesn't matter. Oh, I could do a scene with Bianca, I guess. Next time. Just thought I'd text. How are you doing? Hi, I'm sorry. I'm a bit sleepy. I think I'm going to bed early. Okay. I think this might be a bug I'll need to report. So, yeah. Z. Swear, that's Leaf trying to organize a midnight booty call. I might be down. Who am I kidding? That'd be great. Yeah. It's me. Whoa, okay, that woke me up. Didn't expect that. What's up? I want to battle. Jeez, Blue, we battled last week. We're rivals. We should be battling every day. I thought I was your listener. If you are, then listen to me when I say we need to battle. I don't know. It's late. Curfew's up. We can't battle in the suite. It's too small. We'd have to go out, and then Sharon would catch us. Look! Look, I screwed up yesterday. Ethan and Yellow are mad at me, and I still haven't talked to Gramps. Not once all week. I'm confused, and I don't know how to make friends. And now that I'm trying, people think I'm just doing it to get these damn kidney stones. And I am, but not towards the only people that Eevee's actually created the stones for. Wait, so earlier this week, when you gave me the Soothe Bell, you were actually trying to patch things over? And then Eevee threw up the stones, and I didn't know what to do but pick them up and leave. I was trying to be the bigger man, but then you had to screw up my plan by apologizing to me. Yeah, heaven forbid I should do that. That must have been very hard for you. Thank you! Finally, someone who's reasonable about this stuff. Nate might have fried Blue's brain a bit with that memory wipe. This isn't the Blue I remember at all. So, I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. I'm frustrated, and everything I'm working on is failing, and I need to get back to what I'm good at. Beating you. Yeah, because that's what I'm good at. Beating you like the little... Okay, where were you planning on battling? We can't go to the battle hall at this time of night. The recreation center. There's a pool there for faculty that they never use. It's open at night, too. Come on. Fine, but I want to be thanked. What? You heard me. There's a serious chance we'll get busted for this. That might screw up my scholarships, which I seriously need. If I'm going to risk it all that for you at 1 in the morning, I'm going to need you to at least acknowledge it. You little... Yeah, fine. Cool, you can thank me after I beat you. Huh, fat chance. Just give me a second to put clothes on. You and Blue quickly make your way from the dorm to the recreation center pool, loudly whispering at each other to make less noise. Huh. Geez, I think this pool is even nicer than ours. Not happy how bright it is, though. Electric costs aside, we're pretty lit up. I don't want to stay here for too long. It's fine. It won't take long for me to beat you. Come on, no more chatting. Let's do this. Win or lose, I'm getting my thanks, right? What? Yes. Why are you so fixated on this? It's just words. Believe it or not, I actually care about what you say. You can't throw me off like that. Baka. Sussy Baka. Whatever, man. Shockjaw, time to wake up. We've got a battle to do. But it's so early. Don't suppose you'd be willing to tell what the Foreveralls your Eevee made do. Oh, you'll find out. Fair enough. Oh, right. Yellow Stratini. Interesting. I unfortunately don't have anything. Here we go, Eevee. Just like we practice now. Use your new ability, Tetra Element. Yeah, sure. Tetra Element activated. Changes forming. Her form is changing. Vaporeon learned Surf. Became burned. Okay, well. Good thing I've got Yuri here who can tank some... Tank some water. Nice. Last time it was a Vaporeon when I played this scene. Oh, not the Gyarados.
Wait, Eevee lost? He lost? Damn it! But this fight's not over yet. I've got more Pokemon left, and as long as I have one, I can win this.
Yeah, sure. Switch out really quick. Dagnabbit. Alright, Tarantulas. Hopefully you can get a hit in before it disappears. That mother... Well, it won't matter. This fight's lost. Oh look, there it goes. I've got Deathless. Deathless again. Yep. Deathless. Dagnabbit! I hate that Gyarados. Are you laughing at me, or I won? I can't believe it. Is this what it took? Bruised Knuckles, a Magic Rock, and Gramps to be out of class for a week? I feel like I was just throwing stuff at the board to get that combination, but hey, at least it worked. You've won before. Yeah, but I should be winning every time. Oh, yeah. I'm only saying this because you forced me to, Baka, but thanks. Anyways, let's get out of here. Your battle style is so showy you've probably called the entire disciplinary committee on our asses. It's all your fault. Sure, blame my Pokemon's moves, and you're not constant yelling. Hey, this place is absolutely soundproof. Don't... Yep. Hey, did someone just bark? Shh, we got it. Oh, crap, I think they heard. Sounds like there's someone else here, behind the bleachers there. Hey, who's there? Hey, bros. Fancy seeing you two here. Didn't know you guys were like that. Guess, you didn't see the warning, huh? Like what? Like that? Warning? What the hell are you talking about? Oh, I guess you don't know. It's weird. Most people don't know about this place unless they know the full story. I have a terrible feeling I know where this is going. What do you mean, this place? Stop being so damned obtuse and just speak straight. Blue, how did you learn about this place? Nate told me this was a place where a couple of guys could go at night to make a lot of noise in private. Yep, now I see it. Okay, yeah. I get it now. Oh boy. What? What is it? Explain me, damn you! Only you could hear that and immediately think of battling, Blue. What is it? What am I missing? Okay, bruh, here's the deal. Like, only Instructor Wallace uses the faculty pool, and he comes here exactly once a week on Monday nights. All the rest of the time, students, usually in pairs, sometimes in groups, come here to, well, okay, how do I say this without being crass? Well, make love. Yeah. Oh. And the shoe drops. Yeah, so that's how it is. People hang their uniforms' ties on the handle to the building to let anyone else know that it's occupied. I didn't see yours. I scoped this place out earlier and saw 2 ties hanging on the doors. I thought they were just lost, so I, put them in the lost and found. Ah, damn. Well, we'll have to get them back tomorrow, then. Make up some story about how we dropped them, or something. Well, it's alright, man. You didn't know. Wait, that means Nate was flirting with me? He flirts with everyone, dude. I mean, of course, I knew that. What do you think I am, gay? No, that'd be weird. Shut up. Anyway, now you know the story of the faculty pool. So I guess you can tell other people who might be interested. Since this is a one-year academy, there aren't any seniors to fill us in on this kind of stuff, so we have to learn all these mysteries and traditions on our own. Quick question, though. Where did you learn this from? Well, don't tell anyone this, but Brawler, Falconer, and Roxanne often come here, and Brawley told Brandon. Yeah, we were out running in the fields, and when he just casually dropped this knowledge bomb on me. But hey, like May said, don't tell anyone. My lips are sealed. Even the former student council? How deep does this conspiracy run? Don't stress about it. Anyway, if our ties are gone, we probably shouldn't stick around here any longer. Guess we'll be heading out. Thanks for the info. I'll keep it in mind. Psh, like you'd ever be able to bring a girl here. Who said it has to be a girl? Huh, all I'm hearing is that you've got at least 2 genders who are going to reject you. And all I'm hearing is that you thought Nate's flirting was him giving you a hot tip on a battle spot. So really, who's got less game? Your bickering continues as you sneak back to the dorm, avoiding campus security and the disciplinary committee's patrols. You think. Meanwhile, not too far away. Drayden, you're being unreasonable.
No, Miss Annabelle, I am finally behaving as reason dictates.
You must close down the school. The children are in danger.
There are no children at this school, miss. Only young men and women. If I were to disrupt their learning now, it could be catastrophic for their grades and their futures. That's not even touching on how furious the parents would be. Do you know how much a single hour of tuition at Kobukan costs?
No, but I don't see...
Too damn much.
Bad word.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'll put a coin in the jar. Now go along, little missy.
I'm not suggesting you close the school without compensating the students or the parents. Just send them the bill for the classes they've taken, then invite them back when we have assured the school is safe.
You work with the international police. Your work with the international police has made you forget common ways of life. I cannot simply send them a bill. Many students are relying on the 6 months before tuition is due to pay it. In any case, what you're suggesting simply wouldn't be allowed by the board. They're a flock of vultures, but I happen to agree that in this case, closing Kobukan would do far more harm than good.
Why aren't you listening? My agent was attacked.
I'm just as concerned about that as you are. He is my student, in addition to your agent. I would not...
No, not Black Number 2. I was referring to my truck driver. The one who was transporting the specimen.
I find your callous disregard of Nathaniel's plight upsetting.
It's just Nate, and he's our best agent. He's never been so much as scratched, but the truck was attacked en route to the airport, and the specimen inside is still unaccounted for? You mean Deoxys is still out there somewhere? It will return to Kobukan to guarantee... To guarantee everyone's safety, you must send everyone home.
It is interesting, this appeal to safety you've brought up. I think perhaps you are not being entirely truthful with your intentions.
What? Well, from a logical standpoint, there is no safer place than Kobukan. The best trainers in the world are here. Why, I could shout out champion and no less than 3 people in any given room are liable to look at me. So pardon my suspicions, but this appeal to safety feels to me like an argument you make only because you think it will appeal to me. Unnecessary, of course. If you want the school shut down for a different reason, we can talk of what your true reason is. Though I am no less reticent to acquiesce to your plea, it must be said.
May we speak in private?
So, this performance was for my daughter's benefit as well. Noted. In any case, there is nothing you can tell me that I would not share with my daughter after, so I see no reason for further privacy.
Okay, here's the truth. When Azoth 1 returns, it will almost certainly do so in a very public fashion. The transport truck was attacked. That's proof enough that there are bad actors who seek the specimen's power. We have eyes on them. We want to hide the existence of Azoth 1 at all costs. I cannot do that in a public, insecure location such as the middle of this school.
It appears our philosophies are at odds. I would protect people by educating them as to the threat and giving them the tools they need to fight it. And you, it appears, would protect them by hiding the threat and handling it in the shadows.
Your ideal is noble. It benefits an educator, but society stands on the tip of a needle. People need their peace of mind to keep going.
So little of you has changed, Annabelle. Even when you were a student, you too wanted to shoulder the world's burdens. Your intermittent relationship with time and space has not changed your heart as much as your body, I see. I may consider an evacuation of the campus for up to 2 days, but I would have you tell me, and Univa's champion, what you know before I agree to anything.
That's fair.
Tell us, then, what is it that has the international police so concerned? What do we have to fear?
Eternity.
Okay. Whatever that means. I'm sorry, and you are? Oh, okay. Guess I'll go back to that fun-loving person. I can tell because they've got a big grin on their face. Okay, well, let's, yeah. That was it? Did anyone else feel like this week was weirdly uneventful? You only thought that because you were barely there. Antisocial much? No, I'm serious. What even happened this week? Bianca's old man got offed, big loss there, and we went to class? Not every week needs to end with a confrontation for the fate of the school against a minor god. Sometimes this academy life is going to actually focus on the academy life part. You know, dates, tests, same old. Huh, you sure there's going to be any dates? You said you'd do it next week, but at this point, I'm pretty sure Yellow and I'll go on a date first. Huh. Not after what happened on a Saturday. What? Don't say that. It was just part of the script. We'll make up, you know? You know what? Mark my words. First thing next week, I'll hand out some gifts, spend some time with Ethan and Yellow, and it'll be like none of this bull ever happened. Yeah, it might not be that easy. Psh, what do you know? I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who can see the social screen, so a good bit. Whatever, let's just do the outro. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Boring, boring, boring. Been there, done that, seen that. Who cares? Blah, 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 blah. Skip it, skip it. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Dumb. Dumb, dumb. I just want to see if my name's in the credits at all. Hey guys, I'm here to do the outro. Guys. Maybe I'm early. Commissioner. There I am, Gary! There I am! Anyway. Alright. Well, with all that being said and done, week 7 was pretty good. I liked it. Nice change of pace from all the, end of the world and trying to rescue people from the clutches of demigods and all that sort of thing. But it was fun nonetheless, I really enjoyed getting to know the Unova crew a little bit. I mean, yeah, Sharon's still a cocky son of a gun, but he's not bad, I'll say. He's just... I don't agree with his methods, that's all. Anyway, but yeah, this was fun. I'm looking forward to the next week and hopefully evolving some Pokemon. It'd be nice to get their speed up, because that's what I'm sorely lacking at the moment, is speed. Anyhow, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for joining me on this journey into week 7. We'll continue a little later. Thank you again to the Patreons who support the channel. If you'd like to support the channel as well as if you would like to become a patron and support this channel as well, the link to my Patreon page is in the description. And also in the description is the Discord server link where you can download the game for yourself and get involved in the creation of this game in some way. Nothing fancy, like even just suggestions or, fair game. Yeah, you may even see me there. Who knows? But with all of that being said, thank you again for joining me. I will talk with you all later, and that, as they say, is that.